Happy birthday. Nope. I was thinking. I'm going to sneak down to the Oh, you have it? Yeah, not here, but yeah. We drove it. Great. Kelly's going to come in and get it again.
Happy birthday, guys.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Got it.
Yeah. Sneaky devil.
That's me.
All right, let's sit.
Hey, good luck. So this is your party. Let's party.
How are you? Thank you for being behind me. I know, I'm working my way back. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Birthday time. Thank you. Nice to miss you back.
Oh my Lord, I still can't believe it.
There's new rules, but it's not bad.
I never thought it. Wake up every morning. Yeah, I do that.
Hi, Tom. Good to see you.
Stranger.
Yeah.
Oh my God. How are you?
Doing very well. And
Good.
Jennifer's over here. Great to see you. Look great.
Oh, thank you very much. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. I know him.
You don't know him,
Thank you very much. Good. How are you doing? Just shocked.
It worked.
Thank you.
It's good.
Happy Nadia.
Hey, Dad, I recognize this guy?
Oh, happy birthday. Come on, David. How are you? Happy birthday. You look great, dude.
Good evening. We are all so thrilled that all of us can be together to wish the birthday boy. I won't use the number. Happy birthday.
10 less than 100.
Woo! So welcome to the party. And it's going to be a memorable one. But I think we have to remember two special people first, Tom Sr. and Gray. They gave us that birthday boy. Now let's talk party. I did only find the location. And then I called my in-house venue and event love team and handed everything over to Chip Kelly, Justin, and Paige. They did this. I have a motto that I practice. If someone does it better than me, I let them. And it worked out incredibly well. And we're sharing it with all of you because you love him too. So there are exactly, let me look at the numbers so I don't get it wrong. That's my flight.
No, that one's landing.
Okay, so there are exactly 86,400 seconds in your birthday. Enjoy every one of them. And if Uncle Bob were here, he would tell you the secret to a happy life is to think kindly on the past and live fully in the now. This is now. We love you. Happy birthday.
You have to introduce yourself.
Okay. I know that very few of you know who I am, but I'm here to tell the dark side of Tom McClure. So listen carefully, it's going to take a long time. He's really dark. Anyway, my name is John McCord, and I've known Tom since the 7th grade. I've been watching his antics for all that time, always wondering how he ever pulled it all off. And I thought that I should acquaint you with one particular episode that Tom is not very happy about. In fact, he hates it. And so I'm going to spill the beans and tell you what it is. Tom and I used to go to the beach a lot in Huntington Beach. And on this one occasion, we both had our girlfriends with us, and we decided to take a walk out on the pier. And we walked out on the pier, and this girl that I was with looked over the side and jumped off the pier. My ego got the best of me, and I decided if she's going to jump off the pier, I'm going to jump off the pier. And so I jumped off the pier. Now it's rough. The water was very rough, and you're very near the pilings. So if the tide is not right, you can get washed right into the pilings, and now you've got two problems. One is to get back on shore, and the other is to get through the pilings. Well, Tom is standing there with his girlfriend, and his ego got the best of him also. Off he went. Now, I happen to have been on the swim team in high school for a few years, so I kind of knew my way around the water. Tom was a shot putter, and that shot putting expertise and basketball expertise didn't do him much good as far as coming back into shore and staying out of the pilings. Now, he barely got back into shore, and he has never forgotten me, never forgotten, and still harasses me and tries to explain to people how I tried to bump him off and get his girlfriend that way. She was good looking, but not that good looking. So Tom, what I would like to do all this time, after high school, we lost track of each other. It was rather remarkable how we found each other. I went to his house once looking for him, and I went up to knocked on the door, and do you know the McLeans? Where did they move to? Where are they? No, they didn't know anything about it. And so I never could find him, and he couldn't find me. However, one day he was walking through the office, and the girls were on coffee break. And when they were on coffee break, the phone rang, and he was the only one there. So he picked up the phone, and one of my clients said, I want to send something to John McCord. And he said, what? name was that? And he said, I want to send something to John McCord. And Tom said, is his middle name Neely? And the guy said, I have the foggiest idea what his middle name is, but his name is John McCord. He said, give me that phone number. So he gave him the phone. He called my secretary. She came into my office with a big grin on her face and said, you've got to take this call now. And so I did take it. We got back together. This is like 30, 40 years after we had last seen each other. So you can imagine how ecstatic we were for this thing. So anyway, that's a little background. I don't know how I got off on that. I thought that was remarkable. What are the chances that that would happen in a city like Los Angeles? Well, what are the chances? Not even 1 in a million that that could ever happen, but it did. So anyway, I wanted to share that. Now I've got to get back to my my little beach trip with Tom. Tom really struggled getting back. He almost didn't make it. Had he not made it, we wouldn't be sitting here tonight enjoying this. So, but Tom, I have a present for you. I didn't know what to get you. So I've been spending most of this 30 years that I didn't see you knitting this particular article. You'll note that this is orange and gray. Orange and gray happens to be the school colors at Huntington Park High School, where we both went to school. Tom, the next time we go out on the pier, if you take this with you, you'll find to be able to keep warm when you get back on the beach, because you see how large it is. It goes around like this. I can tie it around your neck and I will pull you back. I will pull this end of it and I'll just drag you back to the beach. Won't that be fun, Tom? Well, I won't tell you what he said. It had to do with something going somewhere. Anyway, Tom, I had a lot of fun with you over the years. That's just one of many occasions. Every single time we were together, we pulled off some shenanigan or other. It would take all night to tell you what the rest of them were. But I can say you're a great friend, and I had a good time. And I just couldn't be happier to be here and celebrate your birthday.
The best part is right here, the card.
Jim Nichols.
Where is he?
When you find him, let us know.
Oh, there he is. My name is Jim Nichols, and I was an outsider. Judy was a blind date, so I got into this crowd that way. And so one of our dates, Jude said, hey, there's a party, and the McLeans are giving a party. They lived in Yorba Linda at that time. So do you want to go? I said, sure. Well, that's sort of the beginning of what I'm about to tell you. At that party, if you had a tie on, there was someone there cutting it off with a pair of scissors. When I left the party, the guest of honor was laying out on the front lawn. And that's all I'll say about that, Tom. I'm not going to say it. So we became good friends. We had lots of things in common. We loved cars. We formed a car rally group, and a few times a year we got behind the wheel and got out of town with the other, well, the Roushes, the Bysteds, and a couple others. We also loved boats, and we both had boats. So we decided to go to the river one year, and we really liked it. So we went again the next year, and my wife Judy, she didn't know how to ski at the time. So Tom says, come on, get in my boat, and we'll get Judy behind the boat, and we'll teach her how to ski. I said, okay, great. So I'm the shotgun, right? And Tom's driving, right? Okay, Judy's in the back. She's having a hard time getting up. All of a sudden, she gets up. Her top fell off. But she didn't want to let go because she went through all that work. And the best part of it was, now Tom's the shotgun, but he's got the steering wheel and he's on the gas pedal. And I'm the one saying, look out for this, turn right, turn left. Yeah, what a friend. So, also another episode, Tom talked me into being his navigator or right-hand man in an offshore race. So he had a different boat then, and we got all set up, and we took off. We were the only ones in our class. What was it, D class or something like that? And so when we left, we looked pretty good, you know. And we went on down the ocean, turned around, came back, but in the process of that, when we got back, I was bleeding. My chair had completely collapsed. I was down on my back. But Tom was fine. He was just driving along and pulled in and got his reward for being the first in his class because we were the only one in that class. Let's see. Geez. Let me get to my notes here. Whoops. Tickets to a play that we went to. So, anyway, we go back 60 years is when I went to that party ago. So it's been a while, and they've been great years. We've been good buddies, and happy birthday, Tom.
Open mic, that's right.
Open mic night.
Later.
Any mics in the room today? Well, these are all good stories. Jim told my story, part of it, in fact, probably most of it, because our families were all married about the same time. We all went to each other's wedding. We all had beautiful brides, and we were all pretty damn lucky we did, because you look at us now. We're just a bunch of old guys that have been hanging around for almost 90 years. But tonight is special to a young man sitting back there. And Tom, I want you to know that it's a pleasure to be your age, because you are the chief in this group. You're the oldest guy there, you're the honorary general of this group. And one thing you got, by midnight, the deal is sealed. So if you don't want to be 90, you can back out before the clock strikes tonight, 12. And we'll go through another 89. But I've got a couple things I made notes on I'd like to share with you. Well, my name's Tom Roush. Did I tell you that? Okay. Well, I guess we're among a oldest group in the room, and I think that's a tribute to a lot of young people that their parents are healthy, they're still together at families, and that's the most important thing in our life. So I go a little bit over that. Tom, a birthday is only a mark on a calendar and does not signify the accomplishment or the love of the individual. We have been friends for over 55 to 60 years. So that goes back to childhood almost for you. And I know that you've been successful in loving husband and father, in supporting, raising, and educating your children, and thereby creating a beautiful family that you should be very proud of. And I'm very happy to know. And as you retired, then the older group, being us, many of us here tonight, enjoyed sharing stories and traveling together, and each other making a lifetime bond. So I'd like to say congratulations to Tom. You accomplished so much in 90 years. That's a long time, and they're all successful. So I like, we don't have a glass. I thought we were gonna have a champagne up here, but raise your right arm and say, Tom, we're here for only good health, wishing you good health, good things in keeping you young and moving forward as the years to come. I'd like to give you a shout out from the Marines. They got one special saying, and when they, at the end of the thing, hoorah! Where's my Marine? So, anyway, big one for Tom. Congratulations on your story. I'm not far behind, and once we all get there, it'll be a wonderful party to find out what our next 3 years are to catch up with you. So have a good night.
It basically, our circle with the Rouches and the Nichols and all, one of us or two of us in this couple all went to the same high school. And anyway, the worst part about following them is they take a lot of what I'm going to say. So I'm not going to repeat, but last night when I looked at my notes and saw I had to give a short tribute, I quickly knocked out some things that I kept it good, and I was only focusing on the good things for Tom, what Tom's good at, and why we love him. While I knew that Tom was the oldest of our group, I really didn't know how old he was. So it's kind of nice to know that he's only 90. Anyway, I'm high tech. I have my stuff on my iPhone. If I could only open it. Okay, here we go. So, like Jim and Tom, I got into this group through my wife, which all of us did, who went to school with Judy. And Judy was the first in that group to get married to Tom.
The rest get married later, right?
Yeah, we all got in later. Finally, when one of them said, yes, I'll marry you. Anyway, so my buddy Tom, during our uninterrupted 60 years, he has consistently shown many attributes inherited from his dad, TV, and mom, Selma, also known as Gray. Some of them are: he's a gentleman, he's not rude, he's honest as the day is long, maybe longer, he's modest. These three qualities make him not qualified to be a politician. He does not swear.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
Except at his kids. I'm talking about when he's with me, okay? And many times on the river and all that, he'd have some kind of crisis and he was always calm and cool. He's very respectful to his, I couldn't say elders, but he's reserved, which means he's not rowdy. He's a great father and husband, so far as I know. He's very friendly, always smiling. I don't think I've ever seen you mad.
I have.
Well, there's always one in the crowd. He's very disciplined. And it's in multiple ways. I mean, he always would eat the same food at the same time in the same restaurant, or have his wife make the same food at the same time in the evening. And when he was at work, he would go to lunch at the same time. He would always have the same thing on his desk, ask the same questions, go out and talk to the people, or his master mechanic, and say, you know, how's it going? I mean, I just asked him, yeah, yesterday he tells me the same thing, but I got to know. Anyway, he's very disciplined. He's, and that's been great. I mean, look at him. You couldn't look that good unless you were disciplined. He's a patriot, has the same political feelings I have. He's actually, not looking at him, but he's very athletic. How could you be so trim and all if you weren't? But I remember him working out, and the rest of us are going, oh. And he had some kind of a contraption where he could hang by his feet. And he was telling, oh, this is really good for you, John. You ought to get on it. I said, yeah, I thought we were friends. He's very focused, which goes along with his discipline. I mean, he didn't get sidetracked. He was not a multitasker from whatever I saw. It was kind of one thing at a time, which is good because he gets things accomplished. Where multitaskers get nothing finished. It's certainly not on time. He is principled, which again goes along with his discipline and focus. But by principle, I mean he has principles and he lives by them. And he doesn't, I mean, they're good principles, they're not bad principles. And, you know, it's a pleasure. He has a cool temperament. Again, I don't think I ever saw him upset. Again, well, there's always one. And there's much more, but they wanted me to give a short tribute. But in addition to that, he was one of my first clients with PDS and all. Finally, at 90, he's a certified old man with a young man's spirit. So now let's sing the traditional happy birthday greeting to Tom for being a wonderful friend to each of us for many years. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you. The end.
My name is Pat. I'm Judy's brother, her older brother, I might add. And I'm up here to give a toast to Uncle Tom. I have a few comments before I do that. One is, when I walked in here, being 87 years old, I felt old. I don't feel old anymore. Uncle Tom taught me how to boat, taught me how to ski, and taught me some other things that are restricted information that I can't tell you. But he's been a great guy, love him dearly, and what more can I say? So a toast to Uncle Tom. Many more years, because I'll be right behind you, 3 years, and good health, hopefully. Everybody in this room loves you. I hope you know that. And also, happy birthday and God bless you. Thank you.
Dad, you want to say something? Would you like to talk to your friends?
Thank you all very much. I've never heard so much baloney in my life. But you guys are all awesome. Thank you very much for coming and making me feel like a king. Thank you.
I gotta go back to my stead. Oh, wait, sure, while you're off.